Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a flip through of my 2024 junk journal. This is the first junk journal I've ever done after discovering it on TikTok. By the time this is posted may or may not be banned, but this is the first one that I ever did. I started it in June 2024 and then ended it on Christmas Eve of 2024. And this is the Moleskine Classic Notebook hardcover, which I did like at first, but obviously the spine just didn't survive. So all of the pages are kind of just spilling out throughout the whole journal. But it did hold up for a while. I did have to kind of stop midway just because, yeah, the spine was just not doing it. So overall, it did hold up pretty well, and it is kind of a sentimental notebook for me, so let's flip through it. So this is my intro page. It's really simple because I didn't know what to write for an intro page at the time. I forgot the bookstore's name, but it's a bookstore that RM from BTS has been to, and so it's filled with all of this BTS and RM memorabilia. I'll put the name in the video. This is just one of my favorite memories of that South Korea trip. And yeah, this is my first spread ever. So this is kind of to commemorate my trip to Chicago and DC that I went for the TXT concerts. This is the first time that I've ever gone traveling alone for a concert. I've been to concerts alone before, but to travel for one was kind of a big and scary step for me. Just kind of show my love for TXT too, because I feel like I would not do that for very many other groups either. So this is the confetti that I got during the concerts. This is just a Polaroid of them hugging at the end of the tour, which is the show in DC. This is my second spread. So this spread is regarding my birthday, which was a few weeks after. So last year I turned 30, so I kind of wanted to go a little bit big for my 30th birthday. So I booked a private aura reading, and so me and just a bunch of my friends went to origami. We all had our auras pictured and then read, and then afterwards we went to Steep, which is a tea house, but at night they serve food. And so this is just some of the food that we had. And then I had a birthday cake from Haru Cake, which is one of my favorite bakeries in LA. This post was to commemorate a recent trip that I did to Paper Plant Co., which is one of my favorite stationery shops in LA. And so I bought a postcard of their storefront, and I just loved the pops of red, so I kind of wanted to play off of it. This is from the bag that they pack all of the products in when you buy it. That was so cute, so I cut it out. And also this is their reward system. So if you make enough purchases, you get, I think, a free sticker or a free stamp, but I just never bring my stamp, so it kind of just sits here. So I guess that's just my fault. And then this is just a receipt that I wrote out because they don't print out receipts. This is just a really random spread. I actually don't really remember much about this spread. I just remember having some stuff that I wanted to get rid of after visiting the Source in Buena Park, and then also Daiso. So I wish I had a story for this, but there isn't really much. This spread, I remember this time I was feeling really anxious. I don't remember exactly what about or what provoked it, but I just was feeling really anxious about kind of where I was in life. Maybe I was just having like a little midlife crisis after turning 30, but I wanted to make a spread of just some things to remind myself and ground myself, to remind myself what is in my control versus what's not in my control. This spread is kind of two different spreads in one. This one is regarding the Enhypen comeback. Honestly, I'm not a big Engine. I don't memorize all of their album names, but I bought one of their albums just kind of on a whim, just a more creative journaling session. And then this one, we celebrated my friend Ben, who also turned 30 that year. So we all went to WeHo, West Hollywood, and we went clubbing and dancing and drinking. And so yeah, because I didn't have that much junk for either spreads, I kind of just did one page of a spread and then one page of a spread and kind of just combined the color schemes together. This is a spread I did after I went to Tokyo Central, which is a Japanese grocery store, and they have this I guess it's a deli section where they just have pre-made food. And so This was a very girl dinner type of meal that I had. So I had a few onigiris, I had some haichus, I had like this strawberry drink. And again, I feel like I was just also being like very stressed out during this time, so I didn't really have time to like really cook a meal. So this is all stuff that like I just bought pre-made, but I wanted to kind of tie it all in because I felt like everything I got just gravitated towards red, and so yeah, I kind of just played on with this. This is a spread that I did. I had a solo coffee date at Reborn Coffee in Diamond Bar, I think. And so I had their espresso tonic, which was really good. Then I had their prosciutto toast, which was also really good. There wasn't really much that I can work off of this spread drunk-wise, so I just kind of gathered anything and everything that I had that was green and then just kind of stuck it on this page. I meant to write something on the side, but then I forgot. And then by the time I went back to it, I actually forgot what to write. So I just kind of left it blank. But yeah, this is not my favorite spread, but you know, you live and you learn. This is a July 2024 recap spread that I did. And so I commemorated some special moments, such as celebrating my birthday with friends and celebrating my friend's birthday, some TV shows that I had watched during the month, some albums that I had been listening to for the month, and then my Receiptify to kind of commemorate where I was in that time of July 2024. This one is kind of a crazy spread and kind of a spread where I'm starting to find my own style. But this one is a very monochrome spread that I did. So my friend and I went to Somi Somi, which is like a soft serve ice cream place in Japantown, and kept the little bag that the taiyaki comes in. And then I also photographed my ice cream and then made it a little flippy thing. My friend Kathleen also had a birthday later that month, so I made her a bouquet, but I also printed out like some of her favorite idols. So there's Wonu from 17, Junghan from 17, Seungkwan from 17, Baekhyun, Hoshi from 17. Yeah, so I just printed out those idols and then I just stuck them in the bouquet. I also started collecting Sunny Angels and Smiskies during this week, so that's why these are there. Also, it fits with like the yellow theme too. Okay, and then this is also just a general spread of the week that I had. So I just cut out my Trader Joe's bag, a bouquet that I bought from Trader Joe's, and I visited 2 coffee shops. I visited Flat White, which is in Cyprus, and then I also visited Kindness and Mischief in Highland Park. Both of them were really good. This one was the Latte Einspanner, I think. And then this one was their Pandan Latte. Both of them were really good. These are dried flowers from that bouquet. So this spread is commemorating my very, very small but first Le Labo purchase. And so I got the Musk 25, which is the LA specific city fragrance, I believe. And it's such a good scent. I love it so much. I wear it more for nighttime or like nights out, but still just like a really good fresh fragrance. Okay, this next spread is actually really sentimental, so I'm gonna cover what I wrote, but I just wanted to dedicate a spread, a letter to my past self. So I have little baby Carrie here, and then a letter to future me. Yeah, I just wanted to make a little spread that is just kind of a letter to past me as well as future me. So this spread I did at a junk journaling event. This is the first junk journaling event that I've ever done. So I don't remember the exact spot, but we met up in Echo Park. This is a photo of just everyone with their junk journaling stations, and then just kind of random scraps that I grabbed at that venue because I didn't really bring much by my own. So this is the sticker that the host actually created. So I just wanted to keep that also. This one doesn't really have a vibe. It's just kind of to commemorate junk journaling in person and meeting other junk journalers in person. Speaking of TXT, I also went to their virtual concert that they had. And these are kind of just all of the little paper goods that they gave us on the way out. So I bought my first Tombow markers, which I actually have them. Like I just have a bunch now. I just wanted to make a spread commemorating my first Tombow markers. I have a few swatches and the color codes here. Not very much happening here. This is a spread that I did when BT21 had a collaboration with Afters, the ice cream shop. And so they gave us this like little sticker sheet. So I put all of the characters here and then a photo of my ice cream, which I believe I got the strawberry milk ice cream, I believe it was. And then this is just a cutout of the actual ice cream cup itself because it was so cute. I was like, I have to keep it. So I met up with a few girls that I met at the junk journaling event from a few spreads ago. And we actually just had like a little mini junk journaling session together. So we met up at Good Time in Long Beach. So this is kind of just like a simple spread of the Instax Polaroids that I had to reopen, some other goodies that I had just kind of lying around. This is just a photo of our time there with Cindy and Caitlin. So this was a very stressful time in my life where I was just eating a lot of just random stuff. So I have the Trader Joe's white cheddar mac and cheese box here. I have Taco Bell, which is my favorite. I have a few receipts from Sprouts. I have Trader Joe's. I have also a meal from Silver Lake Ramen too. So this is just all of the food that I ate in like 1 week because I just couldn't cope with the stress other than eating. My big back moment. This is a spread that I did using all of the supplies that I had received from Caitlin from the Good Time Coffee journaling session that we did together. She packed me a cute little like bag of just stationery goods, and so this is everything from it. So there's no real rhyme or reasons, it's just everything that came with. This is another spread that I did using a stationery swap from my friend Jamie, who I had met through TikTok, and she also sent me a stationery swap, and so this is a spread using everything that she had sent me, and our friendship has kind of blossomed over TikTok. So this is a spread that I did when I hit 4K on TikTok. This was a goal that I really wanted to hit because I had kind of been always in this like 3K bubble until I started posting on TikTok pretty frequently. And so I finally hit 4K, which was so big for me, which is, you know, it's not a huge number, but it was so big for me. These are just little random bits from magazines that I had. So there's really no rhyme or reason other than celebrating the 4K and then these balloons. This spread is a spread that I did after visiting Ventura, California. So I visited Copycat, which is a cafe with Indian inspired drinks. And then I also visited Biz Papery. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is another stationery shop in Ventura. Super cute. Loved the vibes. I'm like, I want to open a stationery shop so badly. And then this is a paper bag from Smitten Bookstore. So Smitten is a woman-owned bookstore, and they specialize in a lot of like romance, women's literature, self-help. Like it's kind of a bookstore catered to a woman's interest. So I bought a mystery book. So this was the wrapping paper that the book was covered in, and then I got The Maid, which I'm still working to finish, but so far I really like it. And this is just a sticker and the receipt and then another sticker. So, and this is like the description of the book that kind of gravitated me towards it. This is another spread that I did at the start of October where I wanted to hit October bingo. I actually did hit a lot of these. I just never marked it, so I don't actually remember which ones I did hit. But I know that I did this. I know that I did this. I know that I did that. I know that oh, that's free space. I know that I did this, and I know that I did that. So I think I hit bingo this way. I just never marked it, so I don't know. This spread, so my friends and I kind of impulsively went to the XG concert in Vegas. So Vegas is about a 4-hour drive from us, and so we were like, we can do that in a day. So we left for Vegas at like noon. We got to Vegas around 5 because we had like a little pit stop, and then we kind of just walked around the strip a little bit. We went to Glossier, and then we saw them in concert. So this is a few pictures that I took from them at the concert. This is us at Glossier. This is a little like sample card of the new perfume that had gone out that week. And then we also received these like little poker chips as freebies from some fans. So I wanted to, yeah, this is just an XG Vegas 1-day trip. So not that much junk to work with, but I think I still made it work the best I could. So this spread I did after going to Open Market, which is in Koreatown. And I had the Olympic sandwich, which is so good, but it was also $15. I was like, that's kind of crazy, but you know what? I'm already here. So this is just a postcard that I took. I also have a receipt from In-N-Out, which I got later that week, and then the bag, and then this cookie is actually from a local cafe that just opened in my hometown. And so it was an ube toffee cookie. It was really good. So this spread is kind of a random spread of just things that I kind of accumulated that week. So this is just a leftover from that same In-N-Out bag from before. And then this is a photo strip that I took with Jeong from P1 Harmony during the release of Sad Song. These are just like some pictures from to-go menus that I took. And then these are like the Smiskies that I've been collecting. Kind of just a random spread. So this spread is primarily a spread from my friend Ari's Halloween party. And also I visited a pumpkin patch with some family members. So yeah, so we just went to a pumpkin patch. I wanted to just make a little flip out Polaroid picture there. But most of the stuff came from my friend Ari and her family's Halloween party. So all of the snacks are from her party. This is a napkin from the party. These are candies from the party. This is a receipt. And then her mom has like a super cute coffee station, and she had these coffee sleeves there. So obviously I had to take one. And it was so cute. They're all trying to like give me their trash. This spread is just a spread of all of the candy that I ate during Halloween. This is actually from my friend Diana, who went to Italy, and she gave me some candies from Italy, and so the packaging was super cute, so obviously I had to keep that. But yeah, so this spread comes from Nana, who I also met on TikTok through the journaling community there. And so this is everything that she had given me in a stationery swap. But yeah, everything here is just from her swap. This one makes me really sad. So this is a spread that I did to commemorate election week. So this is the sticker from the mail-in ballot. This is a sticker that I bought in Ventura, so I thought this was a really sentimental sticker for this campaign. This is a kind of a sad spread for me to look back on, but a very important one because I think it's necessary to kind of look back in history and look back at, you know, where you were. So this spread I did post-elections, and I wanted to create a spread kind of just celebrating being a woman and kind of how much strength that is. Wanted to feature a few like badass women that I really look up to. So also right after the elections, my friend Kathleen and I went to the 17 concert in Oakland. It was also a really nice form of escapism. So I wrote out the set list here, and I also kept the boarding pass. And then this is a bag from the Detroit pizza that we had there. It was so good. Did this little like waterfall thing method for some photos that I really liked. But yeah, so this spread is actually just a spread using things that I had cleaned out in my purse. So I just had a bunch of receipts in my purse that I just never used. I had this like gift card for DoorDash that I didn't use, and then I just took pictures of some food and coffee that I'd had over the week. So this is a perfume sample from Sephora, and then this is a coffee cup from Rabbit and Bean in La Habra. This is kind of just like a true junk clearing out stuff in my purse type of spread. So this spread that I did after reading Loud by Drew Afualo. This was a really good book. It really felt like she was just like a big, I mean, I know I'm older than her, but it felt like she was just like a big sister kind of giving advice, which I really loved. And so I wrote out some reminders from the book. And then I also did this little like surprise tab thing of my favorite quote from the book. So it says, "Fuck being cool, fuck being chill," and that just really resonated with me. And actually when I posted this on TikTok, she saw it and she commented it and she like reposted it. So this spread I did after Thanksgiving. These are all the scraps that I got from Thanksgiving. So Trader Joe's has a monthly flyer that they do that's just filled with a lot of imagery and a lot of pictures. So a lot of the spread is just like stuff from there. So this is from there. The whole background is from there. This is the label from the white wine that we had that night. And then, just random Thanksgiving stuff that I used for the dinner. This is a spread that I did with my friend Diana. We had a little craft day at Smoking Tiger. So we just set up a table and then we just crafted for hours and chatted and kind of caught up together. So I worked on my Thanksgiving spread and then she worked on a beanie that she had been working on for her friends. This one is a really simple spread that I wanted to do. I just wanted to do a little page of my favorite quotes and I titled it Reminders for the Soul. So whenever I'm in stressful situations, I can just come to this page and remind myself of some words of affirmations that I really gravitate towards. So I have every part of life is beautiful, progress over perfection, look for the good, and then give yourself credit for how far you've come. So those are kind of my 4 words of affirmations. Okay, so here is a page I did of my Spotify Wrapped predictions. And so I predicted my 5 artists would be Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Q1 Harmony, TXT I know for sure was on there, and then Chapel Roan. So I kind of did an iPod of all of my top listened songs. And so so this is kind of just a predictions page that I did, and it was pretty right for the most part. Here's a spread that I did at the beginning of December of my December goals. So 2 out of 7 I did do. So I think that's pretty good. This is just a little December goals, beginning of the month sheet or spread that I did. This one, then I had a little movie night watching Elf, which is my absolute favorite Christmas movie. So this is just all of the snacks we bought. We had some In-N-Out, we had some tteokbokki from Jaws, we had some fruit snacks, and we had some Pirate's Booty. And so I just kind of collected all of this stuff. And then I also did this little trick. I don't know if it's gonna work. It changes, but it kind of snags on itself a little bit. And then this is a spread that I did. I had a little mini baking night for cookies. I was really craving cookies. So this is the recipe that I used for chocolate chip cookies. These are all the ingredients I used. And then this little cookie bagels. And I actually did this through Velcro dots. So it's just these little Velcro dots. And then you back them on and then you just have it bagel. This is a spread that I did when Wicked came out. I actually still have not watched Wicked, but I just had all of this Wicked stuff. So let me just make a spread of Wicked. And so a lot of this stuff came from the Ulta collection with Wicked. There's really not much to it other than that. This is a spread that I got of just Christmas snacks that I've had. This Merry Christmas card from In-N-Out. Let's have this Christmas card. And then this one. This is just a spread of the different drinks that I had this week. I love beverages. I don't know if anyone else is more of a beverage girl, but I love beverages. We are on my last spread of this journal, and I had hit 5,000 followers, which was a really big deal for me because I was really proud to hit 4K, and then I didn't really think much of setting a goal higher than that. So I hit 5K just right before Christmas Eve, and so I wanted to make this spread, and so this works. This goes down and then it shows 5,000. And so and these are some of the comments that just made me really happy to look back on. Is everything from this journal. That's all that this journal really could have taken. I feel like if I had tried to finish this stuff, these pages, it just would not have really been good, to be honest. So this was my 2024 journal. She's really heavy, really thick. Obviously did not survive, but held a lot of memories just in the 6 months that I had been using it. And so I have my 2025 journal. Here is my 2025 journal. So these are actually beads that you make bracelets out of. And so this is the Leuchtturm. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Leuchtturm A5 notebook in lobster, and I really like this one a lot more. I just feel like it, first of all, it's less pages, which means it's less pressure, and then I just feel like the soft cover just feels a little bit better than a hard cover in terms of flexibility. This is going to be my 2025 journal. I think I'll honestly finish this before the summer, so we'll see how everything goes. That's it. Thank you. Bye.